What's up, everybody? Andrew Mahone here with Tricky Jim at Full Grip Games. This new Team Up Through Darkness Ablaze standard format shaping up to be really fun, and Mewtwo and Mew Tag Team GX is as strong as ever. In this video, I'm going to be showing off a really fun new way to play Mewtwo and Mew Tag Team GX featuring Blastoise-GX and Frosmoth. Let's take a look. Now, the idea of this deck is to use Mewtwo and Mew Tag Team GX with the Perfection ability to copy the attacks of any of your GX or EX Pokemon on your side of the field or in your discard pile. So that allows you to use the attacks of Stage 1 Pokemon like Starmie-GX or Stage 2 Pokemon like Blastoise-GX from Unbroken Bonds, one of the few Stage 2 Pokemon GX still legal in our standard format. This Blastoise-GX has an insane attack. Rocket Splash does 60 damage times the amount of water energy you shuffle from your board position into your deck. So if you shuffle 6 water energy from your board back into the deck, you're dealing 360 damage, enough to one-hit KO the biggest Tag Team Pokemon GX, as well as the biggest VMAX Pokemon. Now, setting this up isn't super easy, as Frosmoth is our energy accelerator, and Ice Dance cannot be accelerated to Psychic Pokemon. Fortunately, Rocket Splash only costs 2 water energy, so it's pretty easy to get 2 water energy onto your Mewtwo and Mew, just like it's pretty easy to get 2 darkness energy onto your Eternatus VMAX. We do have a couple of tricks up our sleeve, though. First of all, we can manually attach, which is very useful, but we can also use Starmie-GX's Star Stream, and I find myself wanting to go for the turn 1, turn 2 Star Stream very often with this deck. You just get the Starmie-GX into the discard pile, and you can accelerate 2 water energy cards from your discard pile to one of your Pokemon. So usually that'll result in you having 2 Mewtwo and Mews just built up with water energy attached to them. Then you can build up a Frosmoth on the bench, and really, the Ice Dance ability just accelerates water energy onto the Frosmoth, and the whole point of using Ice Dance is just to get water energy flooded from your hand into play so that you can use huge Rocket Splash attacks. So obviously this deck is a lot of fun to play. Utilizing the Starmie-GX from Hidden Fates is really cool as well with that Star Stream attack, and Starmie is one of my favorite water type Pokemon, so very happy to see that in the deck. We've also got Keldeo-GX with the Sonic Edge attack, deals 110 damage, and it goes through all effects on your opponent's active Pokemon, which means it can hit through Decidueye. And then Resolute Blade GX does 50 damage for each of your opponent's bench Pokemon. Obviously very good against Eternatus VMAX. You could deal upwards of 400 damage against an Eternatus VMAX deck very easily with Resolute Blade GX. So that's a very powerful option in this deck. It's nice. You can actually copy those attacks with your Mewtwo and Mew, and I found against the Decidueye decks, you're just going to use Star Stream to accelerate onto your Mewtwo and Mew, and then start using Mewtwo and Mew to copy Sonic Edge to try and mow down as many Decidueyes as you can. And the rest of the deck is pretty straightforward. It's just a ton of consistency cards. The Viridian Forest are really good in this deck because they allow you to get your Blastoise and your Starmie-GX into the discard pile. They also get you energy out of the deck and into your hand, which is really good. The 2 Air Balloons help you to promote a Pokemon with free retreat because of the Air Balloon, and then you can accelerate to the bench using Frosmoth's Ice Dance ability. Marnie and Research, the best draw supporters in the game right now. Capacious Bucket, helping you to get water energies to your hand so that you can flood them into play and then take big knockouts. Great Ball, Evolution Incense, and Cherish Ball. I mean, you can just see how consistent we try to make this deck with the 4 Quick Balls, 2 Great Balls, 2 Evolution Incense, and 4 Cherish Balls. We have a ton of search options available to us in this deck. The deck is definitely explosive and can take some big one-hit knockouts. It's a ton of fun to play. We played it all day on stream today. So if you haven't already, make sure to check out the Twitch channel, twitch.tv/TrickyJim, where I stream live Pokemon trading card game content every single weekday. Check out the gameplay of Blastoise, Mewtwo and Mew Tag Team GX, and let me know what do you think of this deck in the comments below. We can beat this, right? Kind of? Alright, now I'm not playing Energy Switch anymore, but I am playing the Starmie-GX so that we can, you know, we could get energy into play with the Starmie. So I think we're actually fine. Starting the Crobat is not ideal. Alright, let me just think here real quick. Yep. We're definitely getting, you know, the dudes. This dude's you gotta come with me, sir. And then we're gonna get a Mewtwo as well. We're gonna get a Blastoise into the discard pile too. Okay. I can Day change. I can Cherish Ball for Day change. I can Evolution Incense for like Blastoise. That's fine. And then we're going to Capacious Bucket, get some waters into the discard pile. And then the hope is that I go turn 1, Mewtwo, you know, get these guys into the discard pile, you know, find a switch or an air balloon, and go off. Cherish Ball for Dedenne. Quick Ball for a Snom. Snom. Water there. Data change. It's lit, chat. The hand is not that great otherwise, though, which is a little bit concerning. Is it worth it? I'm not even accelerating onto anything good if I do use it. But I think it's fine. I think it's still worth it to just do it. And then I'll do it again. I'd do it again, too. All right, yeah, that's fine. We'll get the, you know, Keldeo can Sonic Edge. 110 guaranteed. It's not the worst thing in the world, right? Can accelerate onto the Keldeo? Sure. Go there. Go there. Blastoise into the discard pile. Switch here. I'll start by doing the Star Stream. Ah, yes. It's a nice 0 damage. That's fine. And then the idea is that, you know, they GX. That's fine. Then I just continue using, you know, Giant Geyser or, you know, Star Stream to just kind of get energy into play. And eventually we'll draw out of this. And the thing is, if I just like, if I get set up at all, we should beat this deck. Right? We do play 3 Frosmoth. We got the 3/3. This deck has been around for a while. Do you guys remember? Anybody remember like 2 formats ago when we played against this deck and they absolutely thrashed us on the ladder? Was anybody here then? Anybody? It's okay if you weren't. That's fine. That was a while ago. But I remember getting absolutely dominated by this deck on the ladder. It was painful. I got 1 energy in the discard pile. That's fine. With the Dedenne, now I think we're just 100% chilling. Because I'm just going to Star Stream again. Yeah. Feather Arrow remembers. So what's up, Feather Arrow? Okay. Just going to thin things I don't need out of the deck. Ice Dance. Put it onto the Keldeo. We're going to Marnie. Cool. Okay. Can go. Probably don't need a 3rd Mewtwo. That's fine. Ice Dance those. The Keldeo is like the safest Pokemon right now to have the energy on. The Frosmoth could get gusted. I'm going to Star Stream. And just go to the active here. And then we should just be ready for a 1-hit KO next turn on the Lucario Melmetal. And it should be pretty straightforward here. I mean, we could just do infinite amounts of damage, and there's not really anything in this deck that can stop us from doing it. We accelerate energy. We've already weathered the Full Metal Wall GX. And the Starmie-GX. Love it. From Hidden Fates. Actually putting in a ton of work right now. And they're just going to Steel Fist, but that's fine. Now, even with the minus 60 that they're taking, six metals will do it. Or 6 waters, excuse me. 6 water energy, because 6 times 6, 36, 360 damage minus 60. Yeah, fine. Cherish Ball, I don't want to discard that final Mewtwo. We're just going to research. Just dig as far as we can into the bottom of the deck. You know, we can just thin. I don't want a bucket. I would prefer to Viridian. Save the bucket, because I'm about to shuffle 6 energy back into the deck. I think, well, I could just research, to be honest, as well. It's like we might as well just load up, you feel? Okay. Because then, you know, I kind of have this stable board state. Now, this thing can only do 130 damage to my Mewtwo as well. So I don't even have to worry about that. And then we just smack him with the Rocket Splash. And we're swinging for 280 damage. Oh, with the resistance? I didn't account for the resistance, but I'm glad it still checked out, chat. Did forget about that. Yeah. I did forget about the old resistance. Yeah. It's fine, it's fine. It is minus 80 due to resistance, yes. Didn't matter. We're still in a pretty chill spot. Just being able to tank another hit and just absolutely want to KO anything. I mean, this is such a slow, grindy deck. This whole deck is built around the premise of me never being able to do that. So, like, even if they knock out the Moth here, which is why I was very hesitant about getting rid of these guys, right? Even if they knock out the Moth, we're still fine. I can one-hit KO the active. Put another Snom down. I made sure to save a 1-1 line in the deck just for that reason. Not that I think that we'll necessarily need it. I mean, I still got, you know, Sonic Edge or whatever. Now, if I had Boss right now, we could actually just win, but I don't. Unfortunately. So that's fine. Bench another Snom. Just kind of thin that out of the deck. Look, there is a boss in the deck. It's fine. I feel like I don't need to Marnie. I want to keep the Frosmoth in my hand in the research, and we'll just, like, you know, go from there for game. So, let's see. Is it 5? What, 5 times 6? Yeah, because 4 times 6 is 24. That won't do it. But 5 will do it. Okay. So just Rocket Splash. Take the knockout there. And then we'll take our 2 prizes. Do you guys think that Moist Mewtwo was going to beat the Player Cup winning deck? And it's a good matchup. It is. Crazy. Mello said, oh yeah, you could bet. We got a 6-game win streak with the Moist Mewtwo. It's going on the tube. There's a 0% chance. 0% chance these games don't make it onto the tube. All right. Got the Moth back in action. And we just need to, you know, really dig into the bottom of our deck to try and find the game-winning cards here. I think I'll, like, switch into the Moth just because, and then we're just going to research. Now, I do need to find a lot of energy here. I mean, that's a lot of energy, to be fair. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's it. Yeah, I just have to attach one here. Ice Dance the rest. And we got the gnarly one hit KO and a Lucario Melmetal with just one prize left for game. Who can stop Moist Mewtwo? Let's go, chat. Rocket Splash. Splish Splash. Zing. What do we got? 370 damage. Whoo! Thank you so much, Power Plant Dedenne-GX, for that sub. Appreciate it. Yo, let's go, chat. So, that's pretty chill. We got Great Ball to start. We'll see who he hits. Love to see Mewtwo there. Great. Yo, Celio with the tier 1 sub. Let's go. Appreciate it, Celio. Thank you so much. Big shout out to Celio's network if you haven't already. Make sure to check out Mr. Network's channel. Got a very sweet YouTube and Twitch channel. Celio does. Also, Celio, while you're here, chat, have you checked out Celio's YouTube thumbnail game yet? I mean, the thumbnail game on Celio's YouTube channel is incredibly strong. I'm just saying, the thumbnail game has really, you've taken it up a notch. It's looking good. Gotta respect the hustle on the thumbnails. The thumbnail hustle is serious. People don't even, I mean, the thumbnail is what makes or breaks people deciding to watch the video. Did you just do a new one? Excellent. Of course, Celio, of course. All right, we're playing against a Mewtwo, Welder Mewtwo deck. This would be very good. If we could beat the Welder Mewtwo deck, I would be confident moving on to playing something else. The Welder Mewtwo deck, this would be like, this is a good tier 1 deck, right? We've got to win versus like one other tier 1 deck, like a couple other tier 1 decks. This one would be phenomenal. Now, something that's a little bit rough for us is that they can, you know, we're hitting each other for weakness. That's a known factor. But, yes, we hit each other for weakness, but I can't accelerate onto my Mewtwo's like they can. So that seems like pretty bad, I'm not going to lie. Okay. Evo Incense for Blastoise. Pray to hit like Denny here. That's pretty lit. Yeah, it's cool. There's a lot of really good cards like close, but not quite there. All right. Yeah, maybe we get Marnie or something. You feel me? I'll take that opportunity to get the Blastoise into the discard pile. That's nice. Pass. All right, so here we are. Again, we had a fire turn 1. They play Jirachi. All right, if you go ahead and put the Jirachi GX down, I'm cool with that. That actually makes me excited because now neither of us have weakness. So that's cool. So long as you're not about to like mess my day up in any kind of way, that'd be great. So all I really need is just the top deck. That'd be great. Yeah, if I could just find like Quick Ball, Cherish Ball, Research, Marnie, yeah, any of the above. That'd be great. Looks like they're wasting no time here coming in with the Mewtwo. Yeah, time is of the essence. The top deck would be really welcome right now. That would be the time. In fact, I'm willing to say that if we don't top deck right now, we probably lose this game. Ah, yes, that is not it. That is not it. Yeah, everybody on that bench has only got a retreat of 1. Bring that one up. I might as well evolve. Go ahead. Yeah, maybe they don't have the switch. This deck breaks my heart to play. You know the potential is so high. You know that if we just draw flawlessly, you can do anything that your heart desires with this deck. It's just, it's a heartbreaker, chat. I cannot knock out the other Mewtwo. I'm doing a hot 180 damage. The Jirachi prevents all weakness. Alright, they're going to discard the other Mewtwo, get a fire. Just one fire out of the deck. I feel like they don't have Welder. Poggers. I think we're just chilling. I mean, they're on the manual attach grind, so I think I save it. It just doesn't matter. Let's see, 5 times 6 is 300, so I guess, but I guess I'll put it there. All right, pass. All right. Technically, it's correct to attach because then theoretically, if I top deck a water, I could just go like totally gung-ho in and just knock this thing out, shuffling all of my energy back into the deck. Oh, they top decked the switch. You got a boss? Why Tool Scrapper if you don't have the boss? They got the boss. Nah, I ain't got the boss. Knock out my Frosmoth. Okay, so this is... Nah, we got 4, 5. 5 won't do it. Well, 5 times 6. Actually, that will do it. 300. Okay. Any sort of top deck will do. That will do. All right, here we are. Back in the game, chat. Data change. And I'm looking for a couple of things. First of all, we're taking a one-hit KO on the Mewtwo, for sure. Second of all, I need to set up another Frosmoth, but I've got a lot of moth-like things in the discard pile. So that's not great. Yeah. Okay. So... I've already got a Blastoise in the discard pile, right? Right. Okay, cool. Just checking. Do be like that sometimes. Get rid of the Starmie. Okay. Now, do we think that they can one-hit KO my Mewtwo? Or that they have Welder Double Fire next turn? Because I could just... I think our actual best chance to win this game... I think... No? If we just take the knockout... Yeah, we just take the knockout, right? Right? Unfortunately. Yes, we just do it. All right. Where is it? Rocket Splash. Okay. I only have 5. Yeah, 5 times 6 is... Yeah, that's 300. Okay, cool. Yeah. So we do it. And then... we hope that they just don't respond. And we manually attach... and we hope we find our Snom this next turn. If not, I'm just, you know, we're going to be using Star Search, baby. Star Stream, that thing. Got a Marnie, so that's good. That means no Welder, so that's fine. No, absolutely not. Okay, this is fine. I'm going to top deck something. I think we're still in. We're still in this for sure, because I can't data change the Frosmoth. That's for sure. So I have to quick ball whatever my top deck is for Snom, and then we're gonna Star Stream, And we're going to accelerate. And then next turn, we're going to Frosmoth DAA change. Yeah, it's cool. We're both taking this time to do the thing. They're going to accelerate to themselves. That's fine. Quick ball here. It's in the deck. All right, there we go. Very well done. Starstream. Yes. Those two energies here. And then I should be in a situation. No. But what if they do the thing again? Don't do the thing again. Don't Venom Shot me. That would be so mean and hurtful. So they've got the Welder double fire. It's happening. Oh, it's happening. There's no chance that I don't get that Snom. Just absolutely obliterated right here. It's not the worst. It's bad. It's not good. And they haven't GX'd yet? Oh, lordy. Sombreenhoff, please choose any other route. Please. Any other route. Get greedy. Go for that Dedenne. Flash. That's it! Yes! All right. Totally fine. All right, we go Crobat in the active. Moth down. And I've only got one water in the discard pile. I've only got one research in the discard pile. So we're going to DAA change first. Yes, Cherish Ball. Thin the deck. Thin the deck. Thin the deck. Viridian down. Ice, ice, baby. And we're going 7 cards in. And there needs to be a good amount of water here. And you know what, chat? It's a good amount of water. Let's go. Moist Mewtwo. The best way to play Mewtwo? Maybe not. but a way nonetheless. Here we go. Oh my gosh, what a roller coaster. Yo, and Kage, KS Umbrina. Thank you so much, KS Umbrina, for being a good sport. Here we go. Rocket Splash. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I don't know. Do it. Moist. And there it goes. Oh, that was a really close game. That was crazy. That was wild. Yo, let's go. 700 damage with the Mewtwo. And we're playing against another water deck. What are the odds? Now, in this kind of hand, we're probably going to bucket first. Depends on what I Great Ball into, but I probably want to, you know, get a decent hit off of that Great Ball. And then, oh, we're playing against a fellow Moth deck. You have a good deck. I love this. This is great. And you can't be damaged by GX Pokemon? Meaning that I'm going to have to Keldeo-GX it? It's kind of epic. I actually now I'm not sure if I'm going to Marnie or a research. I actually am feeling research, so I don't think that I'm going to bucket. I'll bucket for like 1. That's fine. I don't mind getting 1 water into the discard pile. Sick rips, bud. All right, we're going to go here. Research. Cool, that's a lot of water. Water. At least I still got my Starmie-GX. It's cool. All right. Do I just DAA change? I researched already. There's no point in DAA changing, really. Yeah, no. Just gonna pass. Is the Keldeo not in the deck? If so, this is going to make for a very fun match. See, there's Keldeo, there's Crushing Hammers, there's Moth, some switches. All right. I'm concerned. I don't actually have a good answer to this thing. I was not anticipating... Well, I found all 3 switch that turn. That's kind of crazy. I was not anticipating having to knock out a Keldeo-GX, you know? Yes, Shown Z, that is the... that's the plan, it seems. Oh, boy. I cannot really afford to discard too much more stuff. Okay, now here, I did that incorrectly. I should have Great Balled first, right? So here I am messing up my own lesson, so I apologize, chat. I should have Great Balled first. Hard to remember sometimes. Because I was looking for... See? That's why I should have Great Balled first. Because I ended up finding the Frosmoth, and then I should have... Yeah. Evolution Incensed for, you know, Starmie or something, right? Instead, I decided to be bad at this game, so... Fine. Following your own lessons is hard. That's fine. Because I would have loved to have... I mean, that just could actually throw the whole game, so we'll see. Nice dance a couple of these things. Haven't played a supporter yet. Crobat for 6. Alright, we definitely did not get super punished, so that's good. Keldeo is missing from the deck. Pretty epic. Alright, I think we're getting 4 water in the discard pile. I'm researching this turn. Because they could just GX my Mewtwo and just knock it out. That's not good. Hydro Pump does 48 times the water energy attached to this Pokemon. Yeah, that's not good. It's not great. Just gonna research. Okay. Viridian away to Blastoise. There's no boss left in my deck. So I think we just lose. Oh no, you're weak to grass? I can float up for 100 damage. It's kind of filthy. Alright. Cherish Ball? That thing? There we go. Throw those things onto the Eldegoss. And then they can just GX me, obviously. But I prized my Keldeo, so I don't have another option of like what to swing with. Which is incredibly sad. But we can float up. My other boss, I believe, is prized as well. It is definitely about Scoop O'Clock, but it's fine, you know. Maybe they don't GX me here. You never know. Maybe they decide to just, yeah, I don't know, Sonic Edge. Mix it up a little bit. Maybe they decided to come in with Inteleon. They do KO with GX, don't they? Yeah, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Oh, no, they do not KO with GX. That's hilarious. I just assumed that was a KO, but it's not, which is kind of hilarious. Okay. I'm going to attach here, but then they can snipe it. Pog. All right, we're going to attach here. Viridian the Blastoise. Fail it. Marnie. Looking for a switch, ideally. It's fine. I'll hard retreat, though. That's fine. I do not care. And then... yeah. There you go. All right, now we've got the Eldegoss back in the deck, so I can actually boss too, which is kind of cool. So we're going to bring that up. And then I could boss up the Inteleon and knock it out, which is kind of cool. Yeah, they're just going to take the knockout. It's fine. This next turn, well, I have to manually attach to Mewtwo, and I have to manually attach to Eldegoss, so that's kind of a pain. I do have all 6 of my prizes left to take. So that's kind of sad. Got 3 prizes left. Yeah, there's nothing left in the deck to get there. So that's fine. I think we boss up. We just boss up the Inteleon and try to finish it. So we get the Eldegoss. We go here, boss that up, and then we DAA change. I'm looking for some water energies for sure. That was nice. So then, got the water attach here. And hopefully I pull Keldeo-GX off of the prizes, and that my opponent just KOs a 2-prize thing instead of my Mewtwo. Would be great. But maybe hopefully I pull another boss or something. Alright, how many of these do I actually need to shuffle back into the deck in order to take the KO? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's 6 times 6, yeah, for sure. Capacious Bucket. Cool. Wow. That's fine. Should have saved the bucket in my hand and just Viridian'd, for sure. But it's cool. Alright, go with the Rocket Splash here. Take that out. And then... Yo, what's up, TB? How you doing? Alright, we'll take our 3 prizes. Unfortunately, TB, I do not have a phenomenal answer to your Keldeo right now. It's a little bit rough. Not gonna lie. Yes. So I have to take care of that thing. I guess the route is take a hit with Mewtwo, Crushing Hammer. Yikes. Oh, another one. Nice. So you can take a hit with Mewtwo, and then they're still not doing a ton of damage. They're down 2 boss too, so that feels pretty good. I'm only doing 110. And then I retreat into Eldegoss Pass. Maybe? Something like that? I could potentially... Sonic Edge. Yeah. Now I could retreat into... Yeah, I could retreat into Eldegoss and pass. Oh, no, I can just Sonic Edge. Yeah, I can Sonic Edge now. Okay. So we just take the knockout. Yes. Very good. We go here. Yeah. Okay. And then we can Sonic Edge. Take that KO, and then hope that they just can't respond with anything. I don't think there's too much else that I could do here. Very good. Well done, Mewtwo. And then hopefully they can't deal enough damage to take win. That'd be dope. They don't have, VMAX or anything like that lined up, so we should be chilling. If any of those crushing hammers hit, our dreams were crushed. Haha, get it? Yeah. And we've brought it back. Chat, did you think we would float up at all? The Eldegoss. MVP. We actually opened Eldegoss. What's so insane about this game is we opened the Eldegoss. The Eldegoss attacked. Then the attacked and floated up for 100. We put it back into the deck. Then we used it to take the knockout on the Inteleon VMAX. Yo, Lil Will, thank you so much for the 100 bits. Appreciate you, Lil Will. Thank you. Thank you guys all so much for tuning in. Hopefully you guys are enjoying the Moist Mewtwo deck. So whoever suggested that we put Keldeo into the deck, you the real MVP today. Thank you. All right, we got big research. Hopefully nothing crazy. A Pipstoy's about to come out. Inteleon, 130. That doesn't quite get there. 3 prizes left to take. Got the Capacious Bucket. Thankfully that Inteleon was not down last turn. So it cannot evolve. Alright. GG's, Co9s. Appears to be GG's. That was quite the struggle, dealing with that single Keldeo-GX. Thankfully, we finally found ours out the prizes, though. All right. Yes. Ice, baby. Here we go. And we should be dealing enough. What, 6 times 5? Rocket Splash. There you go, Mewtwo. What's up? GG's. Shisha. GG's. And that's it for the video. Thank you all so much for watching. Make sure to like the video, sub to the channel, ring that bell, and if you haven't already, make sure to check out the Twitch stream, twitch.tv/TrickyJim, where I stream live Pokemon trading card game content every single weekday. If you've got extra cards lying around the house, make sure to check out fullgripgames.com. The link is in the description below. We are always buying Pokemon cards, bulk, singles, full arts, GXs, EXs. If you want some extra cash in your pocket and you got too many cards lying around, make sure to fill out a buy list order. It's very easy to do. I got a video on the website explaining just how to do it. You just fill out the buy list with the cards you want to sell us. You send us the cards and we send you the cash. Really is that easy. You can also trade your bulk for booster boxes all on fullgripgames.com. And that's it for the video. Y'all take it easy and have a great day, and I'll catch you next time. Peace.